Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Ascendant. Welcome to Reigning Tarot. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. It helps the channel grow. For those returning, thank you for all your support. It truly is appreciated, and thanks for helping the channel grow. So Libra, we're going to get into, I pre-shuffled the cards. We're using the Energy Oracle, Divine Messages, Goddess of Love, um, Guardian Angels. If you have a question that needs answering, I will I drew one from the Angel Answers, and I'll answer that at the end of your reading. And for the tarot, we're using the Angel Wisdom Tarot, and here's the Animal Spirit Guides for clarifiers. So we'll get right into your reading there, Libra. And so for an overall energy, you receive the number 47, and that's the thinking woman. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Okay, so Libra, this card shows a woman holding a book standing before a staircase ready to lead you to a higher understanding. This woman could be a friend who helps you express and understand your feelings, or she could be a teacher brought to your life at this time to take you in a new direction. This could also be a new love interest with a woman who is thoughtful, conscious, and aware. Or, like the thinking man, the card could represent the side of yourself that's ready to blossom and bring clarity and assistance to the world. If so, find your voice, Libra, and let your wisdom shine. Okay, so for an affirmation, we'll say, I open my mind and my heart to my own inner wisdom. I am thoughtful, focused, and clear. And so it is. Okay, so that was your overall energy there, Libra. And the next one I drew from was your divine messages, and you received the number 22. And this is called the grid card. Okay. So Libra, this is the grid, the living energy matrix of Mother Earth and the sacred pathways to other dimensions and realities of existence. Power of sacred geometry within holds many keys to your subconscious that your subconscious is unblocking. Okay. This card shows your ability to explore and maneuver through other worlds and to bring information back from them. So you may do this in dream time, during meditation, or even unknowingly while completely conscious and alert. So hidden within this card are messages that only you can retrieve. Um, it's, if you want to sit there for a bit and look at that card throughout the reading, you might something will come to you that was only meant for you. Okay, and okay, so I drew also drew one from the Goddess of Love, and I just got these cards, and they're pretty nice cards. I like them. Okay, here I'm gonna put this there for now, and I'll move this one down here. Actually, I can put that down here. I'm gonna put this up here so you have it during the reading. Okay, I'm gonna move this over here. Okay, so from the Goddess of Love, you received. Whoops, sorry about that. The nurturance. Okay, and it's restore your balance. Okay, so is there an aspect, Libra, of your being that has been calling you for attention? Goddess comes to you today asking you to check in with yourself. Are you mind, body, and spirit in balance, or is there one part of you that you've been neglecting? Perhaps your pursuits in life have led you to nourish and care for two of these elements while the other has been left behind and forgotten. So the goddess is here to restore the balance in all living things. She is here to guide you back to a harmonious balance. Without nurturing the mind and the spirit and the body will not have knowledge and wisdom to steer their choices towards compassionate conclusions in this complicated world. I mean, so without nurturing the body, a keen mind and enriched spirit will be trapped inside a vehicle that does not serve them well. So without nurturing spirit, the mind and the body will be unable to connect to the divine love and beauty in life. Feel we end up feeling hollow and futile. So Goddess belongs for you to feel whole and complete. Are you nurturing every aspect of your being? So be still and listen, Libra. Goddess will guide you. Once you have recognized which aspect of your being needs more attention, give it all the care it takes or it needs. Take small steps and be kind to yourself. Feeding the parts of yourself that have been forgotten may take patience, but Libra, in the fullness of time, your mind, body, and spirit will resonate as one. So nurture yourself, and your balance will be restored, so that you will be in a be in harmony with yourself and the flow of life. And it's really important, right? We get caught in the hustle and bustle of life, and it's you need to take that time for yourself, and we forget about self-care, nurturing ourselves, and when you ground yourself, you're in a different mindset, right? And the world's a crazy place. Life can be has its ups and downs, but if you just take that, like 5-10 minutes out of your day, which is a heck of a lot, and ground yourself, you'll be amazed at the outcome and the changes in your life, right? Okay, so I'm at the end of the reading. I'll read you one from the guardian angels, and like I said, I'll answer the question from the angel answers. So we'll get right into your tarot. And like I said, I'm using the angel wisdom for the tarot, and for clarifiers, we're going to use your animal spirits. So we're doing a 5-card spread, and in the first position is your current situation. And you got the Nine of Air, and it's unfound fear, expecting the worst, thus creating self-fulfilling prophecies, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the situation, sleepless nights. So refocus your thoughts, okay? There, Libra. So Libra, this card is a loving message from the angels that you are being your own worst enemy at this time, okay? Your negative thoughts are creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. By focusing only on the negative, you'll bring exactly that into your reality. This card comes to you when worry has grown to an unnecessary level. Your fear isn't in proportion with the circumstances. So this card often also indicates insomnia, distressing dreams, or illness caused by stress. Concentrate on the outcome you desire rather than the one you're afraid of. Okay. Um, so wisdom from the angels is Archangel Michael brings his sword of light to help you release from the negative chatter of your ego. So embrace your power in this situation. And angels are there to help us. So, but you can't. It's the old saying, if you don't ask, you can't receive. And sometimes we get caught up in our heads, and we so over analyze, and what a problem becomes a mountain due to the fact that you just overthink the heck out of it, right? And that's the time to if it's that saying where if you hang around shitty people and you think negatively, well, usually bad things will happen, right? And hang around good people, and even as hard as it is sometimes to think positive, and sit back and know that those are just lessons you need to learn. Positive things will come to you. Okay. So for a clarifier, like I said, we're using the animal spirits, and for a clarifier, they're Libra. So I'm just gonna put these down here. There, yeah. You received the Falcon, okay, and it says act on the opportunity that's before you, and commit to it without equivocation. Buddy. Okay, let's put that like that there. There we go. so the Falcon, its providence is on your side, and the opportunity that has been presented to you and congruent with your soul's purpose. Even if you don't feel prepared or have doubts in the ability to manage the complexities that are inherent in tackling this venture, dive in anyway there, Libra. You'll be pleasantly surprised by the support you that will come to you in unexpected ways. All it takes is the willingness on your part to continue on a steady course of wholeheartedly, while at the same time being open to changes in the direction that the winds are blowing. Okay, so Libra, it's important to stay focused on the goal that's ahead of you, while also remaining mindful of the purpose of your mission. So commit to your mission 100% and fulfill that commitment to the best of your ability. This isn't a time for analysis, introspection, or retreat, but a time for action. As you respond to the opportunity that's before you, be willing to adjust your course of action as the need dictates, right? While at the same time moving steadily towards your goal. You can deal with whatever concerns come without being distracted by them and without straying from the path that you're on. So, be graceful and uh, have some passion and, focus on what your goal is. Okay. So, for the second position is your desires there, Libra. Okay. And I'll throw that down there. And so for your desires, you received the Knight of Fire. And that's passionate, confident, charismatic, restless, events requiring immediate action, trust your instincts, stay focused, a passionate relationship. So, the situation is the Knight of Fire is that action that comes immediately following the inspiration of the Page of Fire. The time has come to act and to act swiftly. Sure, you'll give some thought to what's next, but you won't linger too long. Who has the time to sit around and chat? You tell people within a wink and a smile, right? You completely trust your instincts at this time, and most certainly does not grow under your feet. Your feelings are probably more insightful than your intellect right now, so you rely heavily on them. Should there be a need to multitask, that's no problem. You can ride to the rescue, save the day, and make toast all at the same time there, Libra. So you got this. You have every confidence that you succeed, but if anything goes wrong, you'll just pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start again. Okay? I know, of course, you're always smiling for the camera because people are watching you with excitement and anticipation. Why wouldn't they be? Okay? So, for words of awareness, would it kill you to have a backup plan? And how about just a plan that any at all? Be aware of hasty assumptions and don't judge others too quickly. Don't be too reckless. As with the Page of Fire, it would be super cool if you'd follow the project through to the end, if that's not too much to ask. Okay, so additional meanings to this card can be a passionate love affair, travel, moving or relocating in an emergency. Okay, so for a clarifier there, Libra, sorry about that, getting tongue tied here. You receive the snow leopard, and it says, take some time out of your usual life and spend it in solitude. Okay, so the snow leopard, it can be difficult these days to spend some time in solitude, to unplug, get off the electronic grid, and find a quiet place in or near nature. Yet it's important to do so at this time. So turn off the phone, computer, television, if only for a few hours. Although you may feel a little anxious and restless when you do so, these feelings will pass there, Libra, okay? Um, Use the time for contemplation and meditation. It's not isolation, it's solitude. Solitude is a conscious and loving choice to be alone for a period of time, while isolation is a habitual and reflexive coping pattern to avoid discomfort and intimacy, right? So Libra, if possible, take a full day by yourself and just do whatever you feel like doing. Whatever length of time you spend in solitude, be sure to write as often as you can in your journal. If you should feel guilty or anxious about the thought of doing this, or even while you're actually doing it, use your breath to help you relax. As much as you possibly can during the period of alone time, remind yourself to breathe and relax. Whenever you notice your breathing becoming shallow, Libra, take 3 or 4 slow, deep breaths and watch how your tension and anxiety will dissipate. Enjoy feeling, excuse me, enjoy the feeling of having the sacred space of solitude surrounding you. And remember, you're really never alone there, Libra. And it's so important like I was saying before, to take that self care and balance out your shit, right? Because things get too hectic and we get too caught up in things, and sometimes you just gotta, you know, stop, smell the roses, and you know, things can wait for 5, 10 minutes while I regroup and just get myself settled, right? If not, your mind starts overworking, you start overthinking, and shit just always ends up going south, right? So, okay, so I'll move these over here. So for the third position is your helpful messages there, Libra. Okay. I'm gonna have a drink here. It's pretty dry. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so for your third position, helpful messages, you received the King of Water. It says trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious, someone you can completely trust. A situation that is safe, solid romantic relationship, hidden but well-intentioned emotions, a charitable benefactor, and seeing a counselor. Okay, so with your situation there, Libra, at first the King of Water feels very different from the Queen. On the surface, your emotions are restrained, controlled, and balanced. People can sense that you are a caring and kind individual. You're just not oozing with feeling like the Queen. However, deep down, you're generous, warm-hearted, devoted, and sometimes even openly affectionate. And like the King of Knight of Water, you can be completely trusted in relationships. So if this king represents you, then you care deeply for your romantic partner and your children. You're a trustworthy and loyal spouse and doting parent. You're dedicated to giving back through kind works and financial support for charitable organizations and those in need. Um, you're a generous humanitarian and a very refined and cultured patron of the arts. People would say that you have a reputation for understanding and quite quiet authority earned through good advice and emotional maturity. So, however, Libra, underneath all this, the power of your emotions has the same undercurrent as the Queen. You're desperately want a deep, intimate relationship with other people. It's just that you've experienced in the unforeseen consequences of such close relationships, so you're cautious, even a little afraid. You tend to keep things under wraps, and with most people. So yours is a charitable heart, and you don't have an unkind word for anyone. You realize that you can possibly understand everything that everyone has been through. So how can you fairly judge? Therefore, if else has negative things to say about someone, they'd better off be keeping those sentiments to themselves because you'll be right there. So, like the Queen, you have a spiritual side, but it's more likely to come out in the role of a teacher, a guru. You have great intuition, just that you'd rather teach someone. Okay. Um, so words of awareness can be, has anyone told you that you really need to learn the word no? Don't be afraid to show your emotions. Not everyone is out to manipulate your feelings. It's inevitable someone won't like your point of view, so you might as well get used to the occasional conflict and don't worry too much. Okay. Additional meanings to this card can be serving as a peacemaker, finding compromises between opposing interests, diversity, and unique views. Okay, so for a clarifier there, Leo, for your helpful messages, you received the polar bear, and it says stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectively and compassionately with no attachment to the outcome. Okay, So stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to the outcome. When you express yourself, Libra, from your heart and from a place of power, it's an unbeatable combination. You don't need to growl or bully, or nor do you need to fade into the background and deny yourself the opportunity to directly affect the situation. By showing up and being completely present, even when you're simply listening, you're a force to be reckoned with. Okay, Libra. So ask for what you want and see what happens. Don't get worked up and about how things turn out. You may or may not get what you want, but at least your chances are much better if you do ask. So as for setting boundaries with others, such as saying no to requests or demands, when you do so, they may respect those boundaries or try to test them. If they do test the limits you set, stand your ground, be clear, and don't apologize. So approach the situation, Libra, with the purity and innocence of a child and the focused intensity of a true warrior, one who doesn't speak or act from anger, but from a place of truth and dignity. Know that when you do so, you'll have nothing to fear. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we'll get these over here. So for the fourth position there, Libra, is your challenges. Okay, and you received the Eight of Air, and it says the illusion of entrapment, a lack of self-confidence that makes you feel helpless, being afraid to take action, take responsibility of your life now. So there's no reason for you to remain in a situation that makes you unhappy. Your belief that you are trapped is an illusion. If you let go of your insecurities and your absolute focus on the challenges you face, opportunity for freedom will reveal themselves, Libra. Since the ego's incessant message that you are unable to affect change in your life, this is untrue. With determination and confidence, you can change circumstances if only you believe in yourself. So take responsibility of your life right now, there, Libra. Um, so for wisdom, your ability to see things clearly is based on your willingness to take charge of your own life. And Archangel Shamuel will help you to experience an awakening in this moment. Like I always say, if you don't ask for help, you can't get it. If you don't ask, you don't receive, right? So when the angels are always there to help you, or your spirit guides, or your guardian angels, and they're there to help you along your path. So just be a little bit humble and ask for some help, and you'd be amazed what happens. Okay, so Libra, for a clarifier for that, you got the Elk. It says stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter uh, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. Okay, so when you're in a cycle of your life where you have to struggle to avoid feelings or defeat and despair due to the circumstances pressing on you from all sides, you need to literally lift yourself up to your grandest upright posture, Libra. Keep your eyes looking straight ahead. Breathe deeply and comfortably. Put your shoulders back, but not rigid, and plant your feet squarely on the ground. Not stiff and static, but relaxed and fluid, letting your movements be easy and graceful, even when you're standing still. Try slowing down and moving at 90% of your usual speed, keeping your attention in the present moment. Practice this for a few minutes a day and watch what happens. So Libra, you'll make more of an impact on others and your environment when you're in your physical and psychic fullness, and your mood and sensitivities will shift accordingly. So standing tall, relaxed, and fully present, you're much more likely to command respect from others. This will help you profoundly in any situation, but particularly during the times when maintaining your self-respect and dignity are priorities. So this isn't pride, but instead a physical expression of strength and power. Make these simple physical adjustments and observe how your thinking and your mood changes to become more congruent with your posture and demeanor. Okay, so it's about strength and confidence, and while being sensitive and assertive, right? Um, okay, so for your final position there, Libra, is your outcome of the situation. Okay, And for the outcome, you received the two of air, and that is being unable or unwilling to make a decision. Follow your own heart rather than trying to make others happy. Pretending there is no problem or overanalyzing a situation. Okay, Libra, there are times when it's really hard to make a decision. This stalemate can be between you and someone else, but more often it's your own inner conflict. So you may be very torn between the choices that would make you happy and the one that would make someone else happy. Here's the hint, Libra, choose the one that will make you happy. Often the dilemma is one of intellect versus emotion. At these times, it's important to really listen to your intuition. Trust your divine guidance, ask your angels for help, and then go with the messages you receive. If you find yourself at odds with someone else, you may feel the need to compromise or ask a third party to help come up with a mutually beneficial solution. So, for wisdom, the moon represents a time when the unknown becomes known and clarity presents itself there, Libra. Ask Archangel Haniel to help you connect with divine wisdom so you can make spiritually wise choices. Okay? Being humble, ask for a little bit of guidance, and keep yourself balanced. And when you're asking for guidance, just be humble and be grateful and give some thanks, and that's what the angels want, right? And it's all about being thankful for what you have, and learning the lessons that are needed to be learned, and they're there to help you. So for a clarifier, for the two of air, you receive the cat. Time to strike out on your own and relinquish your overdependency on others. Okay, so it's so easy to slip into a comfortable dependency with anything or anyone, from simple dependencies that can be healthy and restorative, such as daily exercise, to destructive and hardcore dependencies such as an addiction. You may find yourself so totally hooked on another person that you lose yourself, always turning to that individual to either make decisions for you or to validate your own. This can apply to organizations and institutions as well. So Libra, the dependencies you're most familiar with are most likely born out of habit rather than conscious choice. To make truly autonomous decisions, you get caught up in the polarities of being dependent on it or independent. Instead, make those choices from a place where you maintain your own authority and power and accept 100% responsibilities for those choices and their consequences. So, Libra, now is the time to review the people and things upon which you're excessively and habitually dependent. Step back from them, identify the areas where you need to make some adjustments, and act accordingly. Practice setting boundaries, asking for what you want, and making decisions based on your own internal authority and anatomy. Okay? So yeah, stand up for yourself, and but also when you speak, do it with compassion and from the heart, right? Okay, like I said, I'll do the one from your arcane, the guardian angels. Okay, and with that card, you received the angel of learning, and that's the number 19. You can see it there. Here, I'll put it there. So you've received this card because your angel of learning has heard about your quest for knowledge. Each and every day we learn new things that help us with our spiritual journey. Have you been considering undertaking study? Do you want to find a new career path? Have you been considered learning a new hobby or learning to speak another language? Have you wanted to learn to play a musical instrument or learn how to paint or draw? If the answer is yes to any of these questions, allow your angel of learning to assist you with your journey there, Libra. She will guide you in the right direction to assist you in finding the right teacher or right course of study to enhance your learning experience. She will assist to when you need to retain all the new knowledge you're receiving during the learning process. Anytime you feel concerned that you're not on the right path with your learning experience, make sure that you call in the angel of learning so that she can put you back on right track, Libra. Whenever we undertake any kind of learning, we can lack that confidence uh, that we have what we need to achieve our goals. So the angel of learning is there to reassure that you have all the support and guidance that you require there, Libra. So remember what it was like when you had your first day of school when you're a kid, and I'm sure you were excited, yet nervous and anxious all at the same time. So you may resist these feelings when you start your new course or hobby, but always remember that you are divinely guided and that your angel learning is always by your side. And it's time to believe in your own hidden talents and discover your own unique knowledge. So, for an affirmation, knowledge is ageless and gives me intellectual power. My angel of learning is guiding me in the right direction to learn what is important for my future spiritual growth. So it is. Okay, so last but not least, there, Libra, I said if you need any question answered, we do it at the end of the reading. And for that question, you received improving health. Okay, so the angels want you to know that the health of the person you asked about is going to improve. You can request the assistance of Archangel Raphael and your guardian angels to speed along the recovery of that person. This card may also be urging you to make more healthful choices in your life. If you're feeling called to detox for harmful foods or substances, you should follow your guidance, okay? Removing unhealthy practices from your life will make you feel vibrant and strong and balanced, okay? That's always good every now and then, or once, whatever, once every 6 months, or whatever you feel you need, just to kind of cleanse your system out and take some time in solitude, do some meditation, and really focus on you know um, some self-care and taking care of you, right? And if you're not good, you're not good to anyone else either, right? Or you need to be centered and happy with you, right? And if you can look in the mirror and like the person that you're looking at, and then you're probably on the right path, right? So that is your reading for today, there, Libra. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you again soon. Namaste.